What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 3rd. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Fred VanVleet, if he plays, DeJounte Murray, Trey Lyles, I know people are gulping on that one, DeAndre Hunter, and Scotty Barnes on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, I'm looking at Desmond Bane. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, so you also get guard, forward, and utility. 5,700, projected for 33. The goal is about 44. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. I gave him 32 minutes. It's pretty standard fare now for Bane and the Grizzlies. He's about a fantasy point per minute guy. It is a pace down spot against the Boston Celtics. They are the favorites against Boston. No Jaylen Brown in this one. 18.5 points for Bane, 5 boards and 3 assists, plus a stock and a half. I love the flexibility and I love the price tag. Getting 5 of the 8 positions, that's what I'm looking for. At number 4, I'm going to Danilo Gallinari, power forward eligible, 5,100, projected for 29. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. 32 minutes for Gallo. It looks like we're not going to have John Collins again. No Onyeka Okongwu. We might even see a little bit of Gallo at the 5 as a backup, depending on how the game is going. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. It's mostly scoring and rebounding, 15 points, 6 boards, maybe 2 assists, maybe a stock. Pace neutral against Chicago. Not a very good Bulls defense when their point of attack defenders are still hurt. So take advantage now. I know the price is starting to climb a little bit, but Gallo playing north of 30 minutes with a couple injuries for Atlanta. This looks like a good spot. The minutes have been up as of late. Take advantage now. At number 3, we're looking at Al Horford. Power forward center eligible, 6,100, projected for 35. The goal is 46. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. Minutes for Horford have been up over the past 2 or 3 weeks. I'm giving him 32 in this one, 1.09 fantasy points per minute. Close to a double-double, 13 points, 9 rebounds, plus 3.5 assists. You might even see him with the ball in his hands a little bit more with no Jaylen Brown. And you get the benefit of 2 stocks. Huge pace up spot for the Celtics. They gain 2.5 possessions over their average. It actually makes this game competitive, or at least mildly competitive. Grizzlies 3-point favorites in Boston, which is kind of crazy. It would actually be probably like a coin flip otherwise, so maybe it's not more competitive. Just sounds dumb now that I'm working through it in my head. Doesn't change to the fact that I love Al Horford today. The fact that you could roster him at power forward, an even bigger benefit. Or you can go to his front court partner in crime, Robert Williams, center eligible, 6,900, which is nice. Projected for 38. The goal is 50. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. I'm giving Time Lord 33 minutes, 1.15 fantasy points per minute. Not a lot of usage here, not a lot of points. 12.5 points, 11 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 3.7 stocks. That's where it gets crazy. And in this pace up spot, you never know what's going to happen. Maybe that gets to 5 or 6. Big outlier day. Same matchup, obviously, that Horford has. But the minutes are there. As long as Robert Williams stays out of foul trouble, he's playing 32 minutes or more in a competitive game. And his ability to get boards, efficiently score, because we're talking about only a couple of putbacks or lobs from a pick and roll. But really, if he picks up a couple steals and blocks, that's where you can get the major outlier day. A 50 fantasy point day from Robert Williams doesn't seem all that crazy. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using that promo code Awesemo. If he plays, he is your number 1 contender for today. That would be OG Anunoby, shooting guard, small forward eligible. So you also get guard, forward, and utility. He's 5,800. He's been 7,800 this season, and his role is not really changing. Projected for 34, the goal is 44. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. He's coming back from a finger injury, so you assume the cardio's there. I gave him 35 minutes. 0.98 fantasy points per minute in this spot against the Pistons, where the Raptors are 8.5 point favorites. 17 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 2 stocks for Anunoby. As long as he's on the floor, you can put him in 5 of 8 positions, and he's wildly underpriced. Anunoby, if he's in the game, is your #1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, March 3rd. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win that money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.